War is a process of violent, never-ending beginning. What once began as the first great clash between the new gods also began bacteriological attack. The spreading of toxic microlife as a destructant. It festered, it grew, it evolved. This is Forager. He is a food seeker who means to end hunger. To the new gods, he is merely known as the bug. The bug is legion. From the inner world of New Genesis, he attacks in legion. A breach is made. Forager and his fellow bugs swarm into the storehouse and seize the food. They strike and run. Experience has taught the bugs that death soon follows. In the wake of such forays, and in pursuit of the bugs, Highfather's deadly monitors close in. When the vapors descend, the fleeing legions stiffen in their tracks and drop motionless, to later vanish from the landscape. Of course, there are always those who escape, and Forager is always among them. Forager is clever. He swims beneath the water where the death vapors can't reach him. Later, he emerges and rests. Along with other stragglers, Forager returns the mound. The colony will eat, then it will raid again. On Earth, a terrible night has passed. A great city has weathered the thunder and shock of an epic duel. When the shadows begin to dissolve, we see Orion and Light Ray of the new gods. They are joined by the inhabitant of the Terrans, Ivdonna. She is shocked to learn that Light Ray and Orion were involved in the city battle. She informs them of the news of super beings and monsters, in which Orion agrees. At that moment, beneath New Genesis, life vibrates actively. The colony is feeding on Forager's stolen spoils. But Forager enjoys a strange privilege. He eats alone. But a bug soon challenges Forager for his food. Suddenly, a gentle touch at Forager's shoulder ends the savage fight. Next to Queen Widow, who rules the colony, Prime One is the wisest above all. He personally guides Forager's destiny. He alone is capable of understanding him.
Why am I not like the others?
Says Forager.
Because you ask questions. What we see as living, you see as courage and loyalty.
Says the Prime One.
Your thoughts leap beyond the colony. It is said that the Eternals think like that.
Could it be possible, sire, if we could learn to understand each other? Think of it, sire. We could roam free in their giant domain, without peril.
First, Forager, we must overcome their contempt and our own fears. The alarms.
Invasion.
Invasion, invasion. The fearsome signal summons all who can fight to protect the colony. Forager leaps over the heads of the fallen. The enemy is large, mighty, and merciless. But the warriors of Forager's colony know only to fight to the death. All weapons come into play. Forager's acid pod shoots its deadly stream where it does the damage.
Your pal Orion seems to be softening up in the sun.
He sleeps. He rests. The Eternal Warrior gets little enough of that.
I'm glad you two decided to be my guest this morning.
Your kind gesture is well taken, lady. Our folks react in fear to our presence.
Well, I don't frighten easily, not even at faces like that.
To know that face, lady, is to be an enemy and not a friend.
Interesting. There is something in the fierce and mangled face beyond anything I've ever written. The sleeping monster, the raging heart, a vessel of fire, which consumes even love.
You've withdrawn your soothing touch, madam, a pity. All that flowery crud ripped off by fear. And as for love, madam, I find love in battle, in vengeance fulfilled.
Orion asks Lytre for the enemy. He responds to Orion that the enemy is planning and to stop shouting. Orion wants his voice to be heard across the cosmos. He shouts to Darkseid to reveal himself, and to not send a lesser foe like Kala back. Orion wants a fight, power against power, Darkseid's death, or Orion's death. Even as Orion calls upon fate to uncool and strike, Lytre knows that destiny works within its own mechanics. The fates shall weave disaster, but it is forming on New Genesis with lowly bugs. Mantis leads the attacks. He was granted by an ally with power to defeat the mighty enemy. He claims that this ally grants him a new and large dominion, a place with abundance and food, a place where the bugs can rule. Mantis leads the way. Forager sneaks away as Mantis is getting praised. He searches for the Prime One. Forager finds the Prime One who is held captive. He informs Forager that it's only a ritual.
No, you mustn't die, Prime One. The All-Widow rules the colony. She knows you're valuable.
Neither the All-Widow nor I can falter from what has been done since the beginning of our kind. Listen to me, Forager. Time grows short. My plan to befriend the Eternals is in danger. I didn't foresee the return of Mantis.
What care I of him?
Mantis seeks to draw us into war between the Eternals. We will be used as weapons, not equals. Do you see the importance of that?
Yes. No matter which of the Eternals win, they shall still regard us as a bugs.
Then listen carefully. There's an Eternal you must find. You must tell him what Mantis is up to.
Blast Mantis. I'll kill him myself, but first, I must save you. Forager is attacked as Prime One is led to the ceremonial pit. Prime One walks down slowly. As the All-Widow waits for her sacrificial lamb, Prime One informs Forager that Forager was an Eternal all along.
No, I don't believe it. I'm a bug. If you're a bug, then I am a bug.
My last counsel, Forager, find Orion.
Silence! It is time. As it is, so it must always be in the world of the bug.
No, no. He's Prime One. The colony can't be without him.
Farewell, good Forager. Proceed, All-Widow.
The All-Widow, aware of Forager's opposition, decides to seal his fate as well and sends an order to kill Forager. On Earth, Orion and Lytre prepare for battle. As they thank the woman for her hospitality, Orion and Lytre flies away. They fly above Metropolis. They head to the destination of their last battle. Orion and Lytre encounters Dave Lincoln, an ally. Dave says how it's a great day for Turpin's precinct. Soon after, the Metropolis PD arrives to arrest Orion and Lytre. The war is once more upon Orion, but the next battle is developing elsewhere. Everywhere Forager turns, death leaps at him. He barely vaults the sudden spray of flaming acid. At the moment, a boom tube opens from thin air. Forager leaps through the bugs to catch the boom tube. With all this might arrayed against him, Forager begins to see what Prime One meant by his slim chance against Mantis. One energy bolt follows another, blasting Forager from every corner of safety.
I must make one last try.
Forager makes his final leap. Then, in the colony, the boom tube and Forager vanish, and Mantis explodes with fury. Meanwhile, Forager's flight has come to a halt. He's reached the other end of the boom tube.
If dreams can come true, so can nightmares. In fact, they're coming by thousands, by millions. Armies without number, led by Mantis with the lust of power and a claim to the earth, the doomed dominion.